Scientist Sean.
And we want to be your Po-Town heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Po-Town Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Rhyhorn Trainer Steven.
Pokemon Scientist Sean.
And today we get to take an older deck, we get to fix it up a little bit, and we get to take it for a spin.
Yes.
So without further ado, we'll jump in and we'll see how this deck does. Now, this is a deck that a lot of people were looking at and were saying it's a really good deck.
Yeah.
However, there wasn't a lot of consistency with it at the time, but I think we just got it figured out, which is lucky. All right, so let's see. So we're going to start things off with C-Dot. Let's go Oranguru on bench, Sandshrew on bench, and Shaman on bench.
I wouldn't. I was like, you don't need Shaman until late game.
All right, well, I will remember that for next time. Ooh, so Kartana Cosmog. Okay, that's an interesting way to start. So yeah, in case you can't tell with the C-Dot, we're obviously taking Shiftry for a spin.
Yes.
Shiftry was one of those decks that it had a lot of potential, but there was really no way to make it consistently work. But I'm also pretty sure we're finally at that point where we can get it to work exactly how it needs to. Now we just need the proper hand.
Well, we got a Cynthia, so that should help.
And we got the DCE, so probably DCE.
We're probably gonna lose in Seedot unless we can get a rare candy. So.
All right, so let's just Cynthia.
Play it safe. We need the setup. Oh, get another C-Dot out then.
Yep, we'll get another C-Dot out.
And how many Sandslash were in the deck?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
So. What was the ball?
What are we getting rid of?
Tweety Liza. We probably need the and Shiftry. We'll use a stretcher.
Yep, we'll stretcher it back.
You got Sandslash?
Sandslash.
Yes. Argument can be made using Oranguru, Macargo instead of Oranguru, and using Sandslash, the Sandslash engine for it. Just back to the deck.
And oh.
Whoops.
And we'll just end.
Sandslash and Judge so we don't. Because if they get another energy, they're knocking it out anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If we have 6 prizes, it's for 130. Which it was already going to hit that number anyways.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so they're also going to Cynthia. Right now it's all set up, but once we get set up, we'll be able to start. Ooh. Definitely does make me wonder what they're working on here.
Give him the Shaman.
Yeah, we'll give him the Shaman. And then we'll go into Sandslash. We will...
Yes, Judge.
Just Judge?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll Judge.
Going to use the other stretcher so soon in the game.
Ooh.
Sandslash.
Come on, rare candy. Nest Ball. So we'll Nest Ball.
This is, I didn't get a chance to really tamper with it much, so.
I've actually been playing with this deck on, and it does work. It's quite hilarious.
Let's Smart Shadow, see what we can get out of it.
Yeah, because we at least need a candy.
Well, we need energy.
Well, that too.
We have next turn's Judge.
Yep.
So just energy on a C-Dot. We're going to be losing Shaman.
Yeah.
I'll lose 1 prize. And something that's not really necessary for this deck.
Although hopefully they'll load up their hand so that we can easily just take full advantage.
Well, I am working on a more baby Rayquaza version for Shaman. For just the grass deck, for a grass deck.
That would work. So let's see. So we got the wall, so Ultra Beasts are taking 10 less, which is just the Kartana with the, so that's minus 40.
Too bad they played a lot of their hand. We could have copycatted. Or to get Marsh. No. Yeah. Yeah,
Let's go on Marshadow.
Energy.
Energy on the C-Dot. We'll Slush Rush for 1.
Sandshrew.
Sandshrew.
Copycat. We're getting 4 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Really? Is it gonna play out like this?
Don't do this to me again. Don't do this to me online. I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. I'm showing people some really, really fun decks, and you're doing this to us.
I'll put it on the put it on the bench one. Top deck Shiftry.
Top deck Shifty.
Let's DC onto the bench Nuzleaf then. Hey, watch. We're getting able to judge. What do you want to bet the top deck DC and a Shiftry? Nope. What's the clear the room? You can actually, I believe, you can discard a supporter out of their hand.
Real hand, choose
Back to the
supporter, and back to the deck.
Okay.
Let's disrupt them a little bit.
We're disrupting a little too late.
Although, oh no, never mind.
Clear the room.
Clear the room.
Liza.
Goodbye, Tate and Liza. Goodbye, your shuffle draw. But at least we'll be able to bring back a Marshadow with the stretcher. Yeah. We could still make this work. Because if we Nuzleaf.
Energy. Marshadow.
Hold on. Let's Slush Rush. See if we can get it off the top.
And Liza. It's really trying. It's doing it.
It's
Marshadow. Shiftry.
It's about time.
Shiftry. Thing is, we've used Sand Slash.
We've used Sand Slash.
And we can't judge Wes. Well, we can't judge Wes because we'll end up with a net card of 3 anyways. Oh. You get Den. Just get rid of Kartana altogether.
That's what I was thinking. Now, we're probably going to get hit by this Genesect, 130.
Pretty good chance.
Yeah. It's either going to be the Genesect where you can hit for 130, which won't be enough for the knockout, or 190. Yeah, so we'll...
What was 190, but... If it took us this much effort to get one out...
Oh, we are holding it on until like the last possible second.
Well, yeah, that's usually what happens. Yeah, on the last possible second, Doublade showed up after the last Stone Edge was knocked out.
Okay, so. Okay, cool.
They did not utilize their GX attack. They're waiting for. Well, two shot.
Let's judge.
It puts the support factor where
let's at least get the 2.
Well, they're gonna put the energy on Dustman and take out the last prize. They just
Yeah.
energy from hand.
Yeah, we end up getting the shifter going a little
they're
too
just
late.
doing Genesect. Never mind.
Wait, 130, 260. So either way, it's a knockout.
I thought he was just gonna and
Wait, no, it's got free retreat. Wait.
no, it doesn't. Not until they put
Okay, so my Cornet, they're gonna bring back 2.
B string.
Okay.
Yep, the base part. So Theoretically, sir.
Is that Ultra Road?
Mm-hmm. Ultra Road. China Sec, GX attack. Good game. Oh, or that. GX check out that.
Yeah. Okay. So that wasn't exactly the best.
That was all. I'm supposed to help tinker with some of the decks for ease of play.
Yep, so we'll take a look at the list and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. It would appear that Dual Blade is sticking around and trying to curse us, but this is the Shiftry list. It's all based around Shiftry GX. Primarily the extra Sensory for grass and the DCE does 90 damage, and if you have the same amount of cards in your hand, it does 90 more. 180, you pretty much set yourself up, or you're doing 180 with the proper setup. Now, that proper setup, we've got Copycat to make sure you have the same amount of cards as your opponents. We have Judge to make sure you have the same amount of cards as your opponents. And we have
Judge Whistle. Judge again.
Yep, Judge Whistle to grab more judges, which, hold on, we need to fix this. Because why run shiny, or why have shinies if you don't use them?
Mm-hmm. You built it, or at least with the Judge Whistle part.
Yeah. So it's a pretty basic list. The entire point is you're trying to get to Shiftry out turn 2, turn 3. That way you're able to just judge, Copycat, judge, and
Change their hands all the time.
Yep, and keep doing 180. As a matter of fact, we have a deck that's kind of doing the same mechanic. It's just not working as well as it could. Although
I don't think you'll need Shaman. I really don't think you need Shaman.
What do you think we should?
Shaman's in the wrong deck.
All right. What do you think we should put in instead? Another Shadow?
I could do it with no Prowler.
Extra energy.
Like I said, if I had extras,
Because Shaman's in the wrong deck. It's not set up for it. Deck's not set up for it. And when you attach the 1, you still had to be able to find a 2, and then all your other energies on other Pokemon, and it only counts basic energy.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so obviously the entire deck is built around Shifter GX. So this is to do a basic breakdown and kind of show you our Shiftry list. We run 1 Instructor Rangaroo. This is to make sure that even if we end up getting into a bad hand, we're still at least drawing cards.
Yes.
We run a 3-2-3 Shiftry line. That because he's our primary attacker. Plus, he's got a really, really good attack.
Yes.
We run 3 the Let Loose Marshadow because, well, both players shuffle their hands until they get 4.
Ability.
Yep, you're using the ability. That way, you have the same amount of cards, so you're hitting for 180. We run a 2-2 Sandslash line.
So theoretically, most of the time you're going to judge and do more cards. And you might have to use some of those cards. This is to give that safety net to actually be able to get back up to the numbers you need.
Exactly. So you can play 1, maybe 2 cards and still at least make sure you're hitting for the same amount. We run 1 energy recycle system in case we need it or to shuffle energy back. We run 4 Judge Whistle because, well, Judge is kind of one of the key components in the deck.
Yes.
We get the Judge back. We use the Judge Whistle to get the Judge back in order to play and get their hand to 4. We run 2 Nest Ball. This is to get out Shiftries, Sandslash, whatever we need at the time.
Yeah, we're going to make a small edit.
Another small edit.
one drip of
Um,
shield is all it took to last them 4 parsecs.
Oh,
Go to Trainer.
Like Imperial
yeah, I'll have to go to trainers.
Might help if you go to Trainers. Yeah, Netball instead of Nestball.
We're slight edits, and then because I noticed the energy was being a pain.
Energy seems fine now.
Yes.
And
actually, now we have energy search.
what do you mean now we have Energy Search?
Energy search, or netball is an energy search for grass Pokemon.
Okay.
And it lets you go find the C dots.
They put a drip
Oh, yeah.
of
Now, should we be running Net instead of Nest?
I still want to be able to grab Rangoon,
Okay.
Sandshrew.
Like supercharged.
All right. So now that we've
yes,
done,
you could probably run more net, but
all right. So now that we've done changes, I think the main one you just saw, two nest balls and 2 net balls. The net ball is so you can get a basic grass or grass energy. That's a C-dot, so that way we can get those going as soon as possible. We run 3 rare candy.
you're running a stage 2.
Yep, so 1 for each shiftery. We run 3 rescue stretchers so that we can grab Marshadows, the Oranguru, C-dots, whatever we need. It's rescue stretcher.
Yes.
3 Ultra Ball because, well, Ultra Ball. We run 1 Brock because, well, shuffle 6 cards, or 6 Pokemon or energy. Yeah. Granted, I wish we had this one, the Super Saiyan one, like I have in real life, which is very, very beautiful, but we don't have it online yet. We run 3 Copycat. Again, same amount of cards.
Hand sizes.
Yep, copy hand sizes. 2 Cynthia, just so that we can, this is more for early games so that we can get set up as fast as possible because, well, Cynthia. Guzma, because, well, Guzma, we run 2. Judge, we run 4 because Judge.
And Tantaliza is it's Tantaliza plus it's kind of holding in that spot for that Team Rocket card if you ever get it.
Yeah.
Which is essentially Judge +1 per player, so.
Which I'm perfectly okay with. And even then, a switch if we needed, or the Shuffle 5 if we needed early game. 4 DCE because pretty standard.
You're using double colors.
Yep. And 8 Grass Energy. So that's the basic shiftery list.
Go back to Paradise.
Yep, we're going to go back to the Paradise that is Versus, and hopefully we can finally get rid of this curse that Dual Blade seemed to give us. So let's jump into a match and hope for the best. All right, we're back at a match. Rope-a-Dope 007. Okay.
Garchomp, yay!
Actually, this will be a good test because Garchomp is one of those lists that it's good enough that it's pretty much a good test deck to go up against. It's good enough that it's going to be able to hold its own against the meta, but just weak enough that it can be dealt with.
I'm taking over.
What do you mean you're taking over?
I want to play.
Well, okay.
Sandshrew, obviously.
Just bear in mind, loss is on you.
Okay.
No, my luck, he's going to scoop and win. And you're going to win. Alright, so would probably want a Nest Ball in order to get the C-Dot.
C-Dot. And I'm probably going to Judge.
Let's
get a Judge in the discard, holding on to Marshadows.
Yeah, okay, I don't
want to waste. I don't want to use up bench space so soon. That could be used for another Sandshrew.
Yeah, I get it. So let's see.
The only downside is though there's not a whole lot of switching options for getting Sandshrew out of there.
Except for Tate and Liza or spending an energy.
This just looks like a modified starter deck, so. I mean, Garchomp's one of the best lists to start with, so.
Although he's going first, which means he's going to be able to use Ascension, but we could.
No, you can't use Ascension.
Or next turn.
Okay, we saved the Judge. Nest Ball?
1 to 5.
That's good. I'm going to count stuff in the deck. Something we kind of lack on doing. Nest Ball's already being played. Okay.
We're pretty. What about our DCE count?
3.
At least one's in the prizes.
So I'm going to grab the main attacker of the deck. Or at least the baby one. Energy. Cynthia. But I mean, if I had Ultra Ball in hand, I probably would have discarded the.
Well, the thing is he had a Gabite in his hand, so that was making me nervous.
Is it making you nervous?
It's making me nervous.
Or if you want to be able to change your name and you submit a ticket saying that I want to change my name, pay for it, but don't get your name changed.
Okay, now I feel a little safer.
Well, Gabite would have made it where he needs 2 more turns to do anything, so.
Still, there's something funny about having him shuffle his hand into his deck.
Well, I want him to have another bench Pokemon so I can Guzma.
course, I use defense curl, it gets tails. You use defense curl and get heads.
Well,
With my PS.
it's me.
Just don't fly too close to the sun there, Icarus.
Oh darn!
Alright, so there's the hammer.
Wonder which energy it was hitting. I mean, there's only one option. You got the Gabite anyways. Yeah.
You got the Gabite anyway. There's the DCE. Which,
Mr. Person that was being worried. Now he gets Ascension into Garchomp.
well, hopefully that defense curl gives you a heads.
And the smaller ships, I think they gave me enough base plates. They were all like the right numbers. They only gave me 2 copies or 1 copy of each of the base plates for that one. And some of the larger ones too.
Of course it would.
Send it all out and figure
Tate and Liza.
I have enough for what I have.
I mean, we're still getting set up.
Theoretically, hoping we're getting Team Rocket in the next couple sets, so.
All the ships once, just enough that I can.
I don't want to give him more cards than necessary, so.
Yeah, okay.
We might be losing a Sandslash, but it's better than a Shiftry or a Seedot.
Well, he needs to have a Cynthia. Question is, did he end up
Well,
getting it? Cynthia.
if it's the starter deck, it has at least 2, so. Hey, you calling it out now.
Yep.
Stop jinxing us.
How does it feel?
Stop jinxing us.
Says the guy who's jinxed just about every game we've done.
Well, when it's coincidental to the point that
Who's the one who called the fucking, the dual blade?
me, because it was going to happen anyways.
Just because of,
Okay, we went through 4 Hone Edge, recycled, before we even saw what we were actually trying to get the deck to do. No judge, so
Judge, so yeah, Mark Shadow.
Each model with its part of the conversion.
And come on, Rare Candy, Grass Energy,
The only piece they didn't have for the belt.
and Shiftry.
Yeah. So they were selling the V1 models brand new and then having, here's the conversion kit to V2 for
Although,
had to actually charge.
slow it down a little bit. As little bit as it's going to be. Now would have been a good time to see if there's another Cynthia in hand. Force it back in the deck.
that would have been a very good time. But we could still.
Well, this is Garchomp though, but Shiftry is looking like it's still a little too slow.
Well, right now he's going to have to burn resources in order to get the Garchomp out. Either Guzma, Escape Rope, or
Attach Energy and Ascension.
Attach Energy, Ascension, Retreat.
Or
Either
he,
way.
he can still evolve too, and then Ascension. There's Riolu. I mean, if we weren't doing a Riolu, a Lucario engine, I would do the Macargo Oranguru.
Yeah, but when you have a Ludico or a Lucario that allows you to search your deck for any one card.
One's not dependent on a card being there.
That is true.
But other than that, or the Macargo Sandslash, but that required more stage 1s versus 3 cards. And with Ditto, it's more usable now.
Yeah,
Ditto
easily.
can also be a Lucario anytime.
Yeah, that pretty much makes sense.
Yeah, but can we top deck a Judge?
I would love to top deck a Judge.
You evolve the active one.
But they also, like I said, they also
If you activate, if he does the bench one, it'd be kind of weird.
There's the Gabite, either retreat or Ascension.
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 Why Ascension? Why retreat it when we had to retreat too?
Exactly.
so technically this should have had 4 of those points.
So now all we need is a Shiftry, maybe Shuffle Draw. And Shiftry.
Well, I can shuffle the deck.
Dang it.
I'll leave it there. I'd rather lose a Marshadow. And very few, I mean, I'm not going to say it, but very few lists of Garchomp will run Guzma. Plus,
So that's like our one saving grace right now.
and it was just a starter deck, it doesn't even come with one, so, but that doesn't take much to add one to the deck.
No, I'm pretty.
The fact he didn't go for Lucario. There he is. Don't get me wrong. Garchomp's still a really good list.
It is. Bright side, we're hitting with yeah, at least on the bright side, we're going to be hitting with Shiftry, hopefully.
With Garchomp, you don't want to be trading knockouts with a GX Pokemon. You'll lose. The GX side will lose.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everything a 2 retreat cost?
You know what, Nuzleaf? I'm
Well, it doesn't really matter. We can
top deck Shiftry. Do we have a judge?
No. Because
We can draw a card.
Oh, we have to.
Stand. All right. Shiftry. Taking Liza.
I'll take it.
Shiftry.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Not just Shiftry.
Shiftry and a Marshadow. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. So then,
We don't have room to actually do that. I don't know if you have Cynthia in hand. Because this would be a good time for the den.
honestly,
a good time for
I
Den.
would just Sentry.
We get knockout or get rid of Lucario.
Go for the knockout because we're doing 180, which is a clear knockout. He's
Yeah.
going to bring up the second one, which isn't going to be enough, even with Cynthia, to get the knockout.
Yeah.
I mean, take the knockouts while you can get them.
He doesn't understand Garchomp.
I understand.
Lucario is the lifeblood of the deck. So long as there's a Garchomp on the field.
Then grab a Guzma.
And look at that. So basically, I put 2 Guzmas in the deck. Sheesh.
It didn't need that many Guzmas. It's fine. Set up the second C-Dot.
No, right now you'll be setting up the second Lucario. I could always just shuffle it away, but thinking now we get another C-Dot or Shiftry.
All right, so Cynthia, he's hitting for 200. There's no choice band currently.
He's
But I figured as long as we can get the second C-Dot set up and ready to go, we should be okay, even with the Lucario out.
Which means my stuff's not gonna fit in that box.
Which here's the draw.
Do I have this fit?
You know what? DCE on.
well, that's
yeah.
happening.
You'd be able to put some more of these in there. So it'll equal out.
Adding stuff to the deck.
Yep. Exactly 3 energy. Nice.
As much I would love to get Shiftry out immediately.
I know.
But then again, I also want to judge. Force him to find Cynthia's. That's 2 so far.
Wait. What if we Ultra Balled? How many whistles do we have in the discard currently?
1.
1? 2. We have 2 in the
I'm
discard.
judging anyways. I'm making sure our hands are the same.
Yeah. All right. So Sand Slash.
And I can draw the card and keep the hand sizes the same.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only reason why Sand Slash is still in the deck. That 1 extra card you need.
Sensory.
I know, but I think we're in range of the next attack. I want to get rid of that Lucario.
We will get rid of that Lucario. At this point, all we need is a Shiftry. We have the Shiftry.
You still need the energy. Oh,
All we need is the Shiftry.
lucky for us, we have a net ball for energy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the option.
And I thank you for putting in the netball, which is currently going to help us versus Garchomp.
Otherwise, that would have been a nest ball, and well,
Mm-hmm.
and
Now,
right,
if we top deck, that's going to be
no,
even better.
right now I'm getting rid of Lucario because we have a safety net. We have a whole turn of a safety net. No,
Yep, Nuzleaf, Sandshrew. To grab Shiftry.
I'm getting rid of Lucario because now, no matter what he does,
Rare Candy.
yeah,
The blade is out there.
and
You have to click it.
I forget you can't drag it anymore. And right now we're not knocking out the Garchomp anyways,
Yep.
so
We can at least bounce it back into the deck and slow him down, right?
yeah, because then no matter, you can't one-shot us at this point. At this point, without, well, he'll need a Choice Band and a Shrine and Cynthia, and trying to find him. You're lucky.
How about that?
Well, I was just getting rid of Lucario anyway,
I
so
know,
he'd
I
only
know.
be a hit 400, max 200, and we still had the game.
So obviously the deck is good enough to go up against Garchomp. It can at
Against
least.
an inexperienced Garchomp player.
It doesn't matter. It's still Garchomp.
No, judging Garchomp.
I know. Judging against an actual Garchomp list compared to the top or the theme deck Garchomp list. are two
Build this in
completely
real
different
life,
things.
and I'll have a challenge. The list I have, we'll see what happens.
They scoop. All right.
Hey,
So we'll go.
regardless, I would have still got rid of Lucario, which means he would have still been a turn without it.
All right. So we'll jump into one last match and we'll go from there. I think
Hey,
our
shot takes
I think
over.
our bad luck's finally done. All right. Here we are with our last match of the day. Tufu Mongu. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be a fairy deck, which is always fun.
Gardo,
Is it
Gardevoir,
Guardy?
probably, or Sylvie. There is no other. Really? Marsh out of the lead.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's what happens when you play 2 to 3 of them. Or chance of having them are pretty high.
That is true. But big.
Oh. No, charming Wigglies, huh?
Is it Charming Wigglies?
That's the Wiggly for Fairy Charm.
That is true.
And if they have the grass energy, we're pretty much SOL. Because then we had to confusion them to death.
Draw cards, yes. We got a Judge Whistle, so Coco and Wigglies.
Coco Wigglies.
Which, Tate and Liza.
Might as well.
I mean, it's the only
So
thing we
you
can do
get
right now.
3, 4, or 5. Really?
Don't do this to us again. Don't do this to us, man.
I take over. The deck does just fine. Steven touches it. It's like, nope, not playing.
And there's extra cards, that extra big template that came with it.
Wow.
Actually covered in the list. They came with that X-Wing. It's
Now, we got everything you need for Shift Tree.
the X-Wing card.
Sort of.
Yeah, except for the C-Dot.
C-Dot, more bench Pokemon, C-Dot, a Judge.
Ooh, Dedenne.
Heads are confused. Tails were paralyzed.
We're confused, okay.
Rather be confused than paralyzed. Doesn't really matter. Cynthia.
Cynthia,
If you have to think about it,
we literally have no other choice.
Sandshrew, C-Dot,
C-Dot.
Energy on C.
Sandshrew.
C-Dot.
Yep. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Watch, we're gonna completely fail, and this sentence is gonna bite me. Okay.
Coco Denne, huh?
I'm surprised they're not running the other one. The
Dragon.
no,
So
wait, was that the one in
Yes.
Dragon where if you have an electric Pokemon, it does more damage?
Sandslash of not rare candy, Judge. Yeah,
Judge it is.
But we can't use Brock, even if we wanted to. Hey, save it for next turn.
Why?
Energy on C-Dot.
Why?
Because
No. I'm dedicated at this point. Alright, so we got a Wigglytuff. Which, what does this thing do? If it has the charm, it does 140, and then it takes 30 less. Okay, let's see if we get anything good.
4 or 5. 4 or 3.
4 or 3, let's go 4.
Oh, you gotta go the old-fashioned way. Do not do the DCE.
Do not do the DCE.
You know why? They're hammers. I don't want to encourage the hammers more than I need to.
I get it.
Then again, if they have hammers, they'll probably run a Skull Grinder too. So now we can't be in confusion. You don't even have that option. It's a fairy box with Coco as the lead because it has DCE as an attack.
Now,
No, we can't condition anything with the fairy energy.
no. What I'm thinking is,
Sandslash, I don't want to do anything with it until we can guarantee Shiftry has
Shiftry, yeah.
a safe access to the active. Nestball,
Nest Ball,
Rangaroo.
and the prizes.
Okay. Sandshrew,
Sandshrew.
because Marshall is not an option.
No, but it is not.
Pass. Oh, Sandslash draws into Sandslash, so we can draw 2 cards per turn.
Why has it always got to be like this? We think we have a deck that's... You know what? I think our next video is just going to be a very, very bad deck. Because
We did that. It worked. Grass energy on Nuzleaf.
We'll draw
Sandslash.
1.
Copycat.
We'll copycat for 2.
Okay.
And
For
then
Cynthia next turn.
Next turn we'll Cynthia. Because then, depending on what he actually has in his hand,
We want him knocking out Marshadow.
yeah, we
I'll
want
take
him.
2 more turns.
Mm-hmm.
Fairy. There's
Yeah.
the charms. And he's probably gonna do grass. Because why not?
Because why not?
Or a patch and whatever other tool, the pouch and whatever tools he needs. Or 2 bikes.
Wait.
There's these. Where are those? I don't know yet. I don't have it tonight. They're gonna end up in the band. I don't have a deck box that size right on hand. It's in.
It's fairy box damage spread.
The other big thing is
All he's missing is that.
And the DCE.
So the worst thing is the only thing we could do against the deck, they've already locked away. You can't confusion. Comfy says no.
Yeah.
Retreat, knockout. And because they have that, we can't touch it. Actually, we could do something against it, but that would require, Shiftry, DC, and Dander Trink
Hold on. Prevent all damage.
by GXs. The thing is, confusion won't work. Cynthia, you have to think about that.
Okay.
Shiftry, DC. Unfortunately, we had to do something drastic.
Den.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was thinking.
That's literally the only option we have. We don't need it. Unless you're gonna go for another Sandshrew, but we don't need it. So just Den on Wigglytuff. It's the only option we have.
Haha.
It's literally the only option we had.
Mm-hmm.
So if they,
Put that in first.
oh, cool.
I didn't realize there was. How long has that shrine been out?
One turn. You know how I know? Ninetales only has 20 damage. Last turn he played it.
Last turn he played the
Wiggly
Ninetales,
Tough.
or he
That was
played
Wiggly
the.
Tough. Ninetales had 10 damage. Going in. It says now it has 20. And we have only had 10. It was played during his turn, and he ended. It had 10 on him. Now it has 20. Last turn he played it. His last turn he played it. So 100 and damage.
Hold
spread.
on, we can confirm this like right now.
You don't need to confirm it. You have to.
Alright,
Gosh,
fine.
you have to think about it.
I have this weird feeling it's been out longer.
No.
Alright, so Snowy wins
how can
70,
it-
30
okay,
to 1 your opponent's
Steven,
bench.
Steven, how can it be out longer if Ninetales only has 20 damage counters and we haven't hit it yet?
Because he just recently played the Ninetales?
Then how did it end up with 2 damage counters versus just 1?
I don't know. Hold on. Will Slush Rush.
Ultra Ball?
Ultra Ball, Rare Candy.
Is there a judge in the discard?
There is a judge in the discard.
So we can get rid of Copycat.
And Copycat.
Shift tree. We're gonna have to subject to get to play a little faster. So because he put himself, oh, just knock out.
Yeah,
knock
just
out.
knock him out.
Perfect numbers.
Yep.
We're
And
getting knocked
now-
out by Wigglytuff, but at least we're catching back up.
We're catching back up.
Well, then he's gonna get 2 more prizes. Well, it depends on his top decks, but
It literally is going to depend on
and
his top
that's the
decks.
final. That's the final play.
What, the
Lele.
Lele? Yeah. I mean, that's a
DC
pretty smart final play.
Guzman, Judge, and zap it off the field.
All right, Enhance Hammer. Okay.
We're gonna Guzman shift, put it on the bench one.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try to confusion us. We're gonna give him his. Do you want to go for Wigglytuff or the Tapu Lele?
I'm thinking the Wigglytuff,
So right now, Guzman up, obviously.
obviously.
DCE onto the.
Obviously.
Yeah. What do you have anything in the discard?
We have.
wise? No, we don't need March out yet.
We don't need a mark.
Grab a C-Dot.
Netball.
Do we not have a C? Oh, we prize a third C-Dot.
Yeah.
Energy then. All right, doesn't matter. Because we're. Don't need that.
Well,
Judge.
we Guzman.
And then put shovel 3. Okay. Now we don't need that bench spot.
And then boom. Extra Sentry. Goodbye, Wigglytuff.
Yes. Pending next Guzma, we're gonna.
And
Be,
now probably 3, 2.
no, it's not. It's not over.
You don't think he's gonna skip?
Pending on top decks. He still has a couple turns because he still has enough to not.
All right, so there's
He can
20
still
to
do
everything.
a little bit of damage. He's gonna start damage spreading. So we will be losing the shift rate in a turn or two. So
Well, we got 5 cards right now.
So do they.
So far we're even.
if we top deck Guzma, we can get rid of that Lele. Get rid of their end result
Yep.
or their end game. Energy on the bench shift tree.
Energy on bench shift tree.
And
Oh
Slush
no,
Rush.
let's Flush Rush first.
Judge or Taillize, it doesn't really matter. Don't give them a new hand. They're not drawing energy, and we're gonna hit the only energy they have.
That is very true. And
Knockout.
then Extra Sentry.
We just had to keep putting pressure.
Yep.
Either hit where the energy is, or
And now, yes, he'll be able to zap.
Actually,
but we're still kind of sitting good.
But I don't want him to zap. If zap, I want him to hit heads.
Go for confusion.
Because we can retreat if we need to.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Because we got rid of the we can get rid of the DCE, put the grass energy on the new one.
I'll have to carry this stuff.
So 40,
Paralysis.
and we're paralyzed.
And we're gonna be losing those two about the same time. So set up benched one. You could talk. Oh, on. How many Guzmans have been played?
One.
The one. Sand Slash.
Guzma.
Ultra Ball. You're in Marshadow and Sea Dot at this point. Go for Sand Slash and see if it's even in there. Yes, it is.
We do have our Guzma.
Okay, top decks.
We got our boy.
Top decks.
Okay.
Top decks. Guzma, we get it.
Guzma. Nope.
No, we're losing one shift tree.
We will judge.
Oh, this is too close.
Too close indeed. We'll hold on to that.
We don't need Ultra Ball. We're gonna be losing shift tree.
Yeah, we're gonna be losing shift tree. But we at least have a second one ready to
He'll hit it
go.
for 40 and get 10 different shrines, so it'll be knocked out coming into our turn.
This one will be knocked out. We'll still at least have this one for a turn.
Now, the thing is, we need to find a stretcher to get them back out. We have not used any of the stretchers yet. We just
We've
got
used
shuffling
one.
back out of 3.
Out of 3, yep. All right, so 130,
Now it's confused. The one
knockout.
condition we wanted last turn, but never happened.
I know, right? Because we could have at least done something.
So we need to save the candy. So probably Judge Whistle for Judge. Pending if top decks. No. We don't have any CDOS in the deck. No, wait. How many are in the discard? 2. So we have to.
3.
We have to judge.
We have to judge. So Judge Whistle.
We need stretchers.
Judge Whistle to grab a judge.
Actually, right now would be a good time for a Brock as well. You know how many energies is discarded or is in the discard?
I know.
14,
I know.
14 to 16, so we can't stall them out either. So
the thing is we have to get 2 more prizes. They have to get. They also have to get 2.
so Judge. Well,
Hold on. We'll slush rush.
stretcher. Need stretcher.
We'll slush rush. Stretcher. Nope. We're judging. Don't do this to us, baby. Don't do this to us.
Let's see.
180. We just have 1 more prize to get.
And it's the last shift tree.
And that's the
So
last
we
shift
need
tree.
copycat because they'll have to knock it out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they don't really need to. They can search out and it'll die coming back in our turn. So we're losing shift tree.
We're losing shift tree. So now who is going to be our secondary attacker? Are we literally just hoping for?
Thing is,
Wait, how many candies do we got?
you have no candies.
We have 2 candies.
Okay, candies. They still have the 2. You have shuffling. We had to shuffle them back because we didn't top deck a stretcher. He's knocking it out. So
Yep, he's knocking it out. I mean, there's no.
we'll have to give him a Sand Slash to give him more time for us.
Like, we literally have to be set up.
There's a Wigglytuff,
Yep.
and he just searched the one. Wigglytuff, and then he just needs the energy.
Yep, Wigglytuff, energy. Oh,
Oh, knockout. We need to give him Sand Slash because it's the only one he has to be able to knock. He has to knock it out.
he has to knock it out, yeah. Which I'm worried he's got the energy.
Well, if we Sand Slash.
Slash rush.
Well, we're going to be needing that. But
Slash rush.
Brock. C dots. 1 and 2 shift tree. And 3 energy back to the deck. Net ball. C dot. Energy on C dot.
Oh wait, I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this.
And we don't need any more energy in the deck at this point.
Okay. Judge Whistle, do we
draw? To draw.
draw a card?
Now, how many DCs do we have?
We have two in the deck.
Available. Can we do it? We can copycat for that much, and out of 15 cards, throw rare candy.
Here, that's the. I think that's it. That's game. Well played. Good deck.
And we have rare candy.
Once again,
rare candy shift tree.
We have the next
with
turn.
copycat in hand.
We have the next turn, but once again, we get blocked by a Guzma.
No,
you know what? I think.
No, we got blocked by not top decking a stretcher like 3 turns prior.
To be honest, I really think it's just because of the fact, or it's just our luck. Last card is always a Guzma, which is
with
game.
something,
Which is,
I think Shift Tree could do something. And being Judge was more consistent now, but he does run the clause of having a lot of setup.
Yeah, I will at least.
You had to control the early game to control the late game, to win the late game.
Yeah, I can easily agree with that. I mean,
Ditto McCargo probably force top deck, so we always are drawing what we need. Would also probably help.
yeah, but
I noticed Orangu wasn't helping as much because it was always prized.
now the thing is the Oranguru didn't help, but the C-Dot, or not the C-Dot, the Sand Slash definitely did help.
And McCargo Sand Slash gives you any card you want, when you want, how you want. So we could have done Stretcher sooner. We can add cards when we wanted.
So
we could add judges when we wanted them.
That would probably be a better.
Sand Slash would probably be the best option because with Ditto, we can now have access to throwing it in there whenever we want.
Yeah, that probably would be a better idea. Yeah, that was still a really good game. But what do you guys think? Do you think going the McCargo Sand Slash route would be better? Let us know down in the comments. While you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown Hero yourself. Hit us up on PTCGO. We are Po_Town_Heroes. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Potown Heroes. And check us out on Twitter @Potown Heroes. As always, may all your games go well, and may the top deck be in your favor. Till next time.